To some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay. We're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens. On the visiting sideline, Aaron Glenn, head coach of the Jets. These guys looking for a rare win after dropping 7 in their last 9. Facing off against him, head coach John Harbaugh of the Ravens. It's Henry on the carry. And he takes it ahead for a 4-yard pickup there to begin our game.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
On second down, here's Henry again. He'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. Third down coming up.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Running once more with Henry. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Lamar off the play fake. Buying some time right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. So second down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
A draw now. This is Henry. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on second down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
The left side is nabbed by Bateman. And this one doesn't go far. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
Now throw for it. That one finds his man, likely. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. And forget that was 4th down. That is an impressive 22-yard pickup on any play. That gets him a 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space. He could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Now a run with Henry. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. Into the hands of Likely. And he gets that's good for a Ravens first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Looking inside the red zone. Rolling left, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. Pushing the pace right away to start the game.
Brings up second and 18 at the Jets' 21-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. Has some room to work. He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid third down.
Yards on the play.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, well, it denies the first down.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Ravens finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with... across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They gain 11 on that play, and that's going to be a Baltimore first.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
So first down from the 41. Going with King Henry here. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Quincy Williams making the tackle.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Yo. Come on. 180.
They run it with King Henry. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First and 10 from the 43.
180.
Here's Henry. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? He can only get back to the line. His defense all over this one.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Changing it up here, Jackson. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. So first and 10 now from the 30.
180. No, we changed it.
Handoff headed right to Henry. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they hold him down. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. First down, here's Lamar. Caught deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is scooped up by the Jets. And New York is making a house call. Touchdown. The Jets will add to their lead at the end of the half. Like a freight train leaving the station after scooping up that fumble. Oh, he got moving on his way to the end zone, Brock. Nice hustle from the big man.
Is there anything more fun than seeing these big old human beings?
The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone off.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 21-yard line.
He's back to throw. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. Just before halftime, we get a timeout. Take it. So, not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Hit, and Jackson loses the ball. And the offense gets it back, but of little consequence here. We've reached halftime in this one.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. The season is going by at lightning pace. Week 12 has arrived. It's the weekend before Thanksgiving. Let's get into it. Our journey through the NFL starts now. NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the Texans at home to take on the Buffalo Bills. And this is Dawson Knox. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Bills come away with a victory. They win by 6. From there, Kansas City, here we come. Let's check in on the Chiefs as they host the Indianapolis Colts. And this is Rashee Rice. One of his 3 first-half touchdown catches. He's been almost impossible to stop. This one's at halftime, and it's the Chiefs are putting it on them. 28-3 at half. Lastly, we go up to Lambeau Field. It's the Packers hosting the Minnesota Vikings. And it's Josh Jacobs. He's going to find a crease and take it 13 yards to the end zone. The Packers with the big lead in front of a home crowd at the half. And a look now at the rest of the action around the league here in week number 12. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
The drive begins with Henry. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on first down. He's been a fixture for them all game, and all signs indicate, Brock, he's going to remain one in the time we've got left.
Yeah, they've leaned on him in certain spots, and he has shouldered the load oh so well. Put together a game that everyone's happy with.
Sit hot. Hey, middle. Right on.
Another run for Henry. This is close, but I think they stopped him short, partner. Yep, spots at the 37. It's going to be 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Jackson on 3rd and 1. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Hey, get on! Get on! 180! Shot!
A give to Henry. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
180!
Now Jackson off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Gets it downfield. On target to Flowers. We'll get a stoppage here. Looks like there's a Jet in some discomfort following that play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Lamar. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
180! Go ahead. What?
Trying down the middle of Henry. He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Pistol snap to Jackson. Nose caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive.
Sit hard! 180!
Henry's going to try to pick it up. It's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal. Well, we talked about this before, Brock. The thinking simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
Blitz coming, Lamar. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens start the second half with some needed points. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6.
Henry gets it here to start the drive. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
This is Henry on second. He's going to look ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now. brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. And this is now a 100-yard gain for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They've got first down here from the 36. Running this with Henry. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Jackson. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. He got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. So this is going to be 2nd down and long following the holding flag. Lamar now from the gun. Quick sling here, caught by Andrews. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. We'll pause here. There's someone injured after that play, and yeah, it's their tight end, Mark Andrews. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Alpha, sit on!
Back to throw it. Bateman hauls it in. And he's taken out just short of that marker, but a flag is out. So let's see if they're going to get a redo here on 3rd down. So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. And I don't think he got to the marker. He looked a little short, and yep, indeed, he's marked short. This is a turnover on down. Well, John Harbaugh's challenged plenty of calls in his career, and he's got the red flag out once again. Well, we all know there can be so little room for error spotting the football, and that's what's being reviewed right here. Did they get this right?
And I know both sidelines are furiously pleading their cases about what their eyes see. But fortunately, the eye in the sky and the replays will give us a clear answer.
He'll look to throw it. Connects with Bateman. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Back to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Looking to throw it. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two, it could have gone the other way.
They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down. Now to throw. Also control of another one. And this is scooped up by the Jets. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, whether they recover that one or not, either way, they were turning the ball over there. But no doubt, probably stings a little bit extra fumbling it away instead of just being stopped short. So it's a road win for the Jets. And this game, wow, it came down to the final moments where it was their clutch score that proved the difference and set up this victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition. It's a well-earned win for the Jets as we say so long from Baltimore.